Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Ruchah Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the house of David, which is the elect. And I just came across this article coming from RT, which, speaking of RT, Meta, which is the parent company of Facebook and Instagram, just officially banned RT, outlets and um, articles and stuff like that from its, platform. All right, and I believe it was already banned on YouTube as well. So there's clearly, a push to censor certain, information to, be being disseminated out to the public here in America, which ultimately is because there's a narrative that they want to push, right, and they don't want any other type of information that they can't control or manipulate to be given to the to the masses of people, right? That's how they keep people asleep. That's how they keep them docile and misinformed, all right? All while saying that they're fighting misinformation and disinformation, all right? And you know, so that's just an example of how this truth is being attacked, right? Because brothers use these type of articles, right, and these type of news sites, for our information. We rarely get our information from the MSM. Excuse me. But nonetheless, reading this here, coming from, like I said, Russia Today, it says U.S. Congress to hold huge UFO hearing. A massive flying disc was recently spotted above a missile base in Montana, and there is little, zero coincidence. I should say that. I was gonna say little to none, but there's zero coincidence that these so-called UFOs, right, which the us of faith know exactly what these vehicles are, right? These flying objects are. There's little coincidence or zero coincidence that they are continuously, um, being spotted not only in America, right? Majority of so-called UFO sightings are in America, but a lot of them are around, um, missile bases, army bases, navy bases, et cetera, et cetera. Because these so-called UFOs, which are being operated by the host of heavens, right? The word host going into armies. They are spying, so to speak, doing reconnaissance on their adversaries, right? On the people, right, or the military that they're about to go to war against. And Esau Edom is trying to do the same thing, but he can't. That's why he set up a space force. That's why he set up satellites. That's why he's always trying to look into deep and look into outer space, because he is trying to see if he can spot the armies of heaven. All right, but you're not going to be able to do that. And if they do allow you to see them, it don't even matter, because you're not going to be able to prepare for what they're coming with. Okay, as you had certain members, whistleblowers from certain governmental sects say that the technology that they've witnessed from these UFOs, so-called UFOs, is 1,000 years ahead of the technology that America has. All right. So even if you were able to see this, you don't have enough time. Okay. Because if this is 1,000 years ahead, you don't have enough time to be able to create defense, weaponry, defense technology for that, and offensive technology for that. And him saying 1,000 years is basically just saying that it's so far beyond what they have. Okay, so let's read this. It says the Senate Armed Services Committee is preparing to stage a new hearing to boost the credibility of the Pentagon's division charged with dealing with unidentified flying objects, a CNN lawmaker said. The All Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, or AARO, was founded in July 2022 with the help of a Senator, Kirsten Gillibrand, a New York Democrat. She told the Daily Mail on Monday that she's working to schedule a hearing within weeks. Excuse me. It's a priority for me because I think it's very important we continue to make things publicly available. And they're not even making everything publicly available. All right. Remember, just this devil, he does things in secret. Okay. He gives you half truths, right? He gives you a certain perception that he wants to portray, right, to the masses of people. But, through the Spirit, right, and through prophecy and the word of the Lord, we know that, hey, these sightings of these chariots of Israel, but that's what they are. These things are being purposely done by Yahweh Bash and Yahweh Shai because it is an indication that our salvation is near. All right, that is why, Yahweh Shai even said, when you shall see all these things come to pass, look up. Now, he was speaking metaphorically, right? Look up and lift up your heads, for your salvation draweth nigh, meaning don't be downtrodden, don't be saddened, right? But also, we should be looking up. And brothers, ancestors see chariots all the time, and it's interesting because a couple of weeks ago, I remember saying this. Now, I don't remember if it was just like a thought I had or if it was a dream. But I remember telling my Evedas that I seen a chariot that was, really low, right? It was very low to the point where it was like you can see the details of it. Like I said, I don't remember if it was a thought or if it was a dream, but nonetheless, these chariots are showing themselves more and more and more, and people are getting clearer and clearer images of it. Okay, and they're doing that, letting that happen purposely, because the chariots can reappear, disappear. They can move at speeds that are clockable, right? Breaking sound barriers, the speed of light, all these things. So if anybody is able to catch a recording of them, it's because they're letting that happen. All right, and we're going to continue to see. It says the Armed Service Committee intends to host a progress report on how many unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs, they try to switch up the names, we've assessed and analyzed, give examples of what we have identified and give examples of what we haven't identified, she told the outlet. According to Gillibrand, the hearing should renew public trust in the AARO, and we're at a time where the public does not trust the government at all, right? It doesn't trust it with the economy, doesn't trust it with the military, doesn't trust it with things of this nature, all right, which ties into prophecy as well. All right, Second Ezra, the 15th chapter, right? Because they should not regard their kings nor princes. So it says, after a series of military whistleblowers claims about the government covering up a possible alien encounters, we also want to try to continue to build credibility within this office so more of the public can feed in sightings and have a place in a platform to send information and inquiries, she added, because that's eventually what this office is supposed to do. The hearing announcement comes just 2 weeks after a video of a huge UFO with tons of blinking and spinning lights was posted on Reddit. The sighting was recorded in Chaltio, or Slovakia. I know I'm pronouncing it wrong, but Chaltio, Montana, less than 100 kilometers from the Malmstrom Air Force Base, a major nuclear missile facility. Coincidence? I think not. These photos aren't scary, but seeing what you truly believe is a massive object in the silent night sky going over your head and home carries a lot more emotional weight in person, said the anonymous witness. When some users suggested the phenomenon may have been a constellation of Elon Musk's Starlink communication satellites, the witness disagreed. I'm familiar with Starlink videos, he wrote. While we were watching the object, it was very apparent that the lights were around the silhouette of a large craft. You could not see between the lights. It was solid dark behind them. Our take is that we were seeing a disc shape from the side. It's funny because in Bible study this past Sunday, yesterday, we went over Ezekiel, the first chapter, right? Which Ezekiel, the first chapter, talks about the wheel within the wheel, right? Which is the disc shape of the vehicles, as you see here, right? You have, let's see if I can type. It's not gonna let me, but if you see this picture right here, you have the disc shape, and then underneath it, you see, a shape similar to the disc shape, right? So it looks like a wheel, because a wheel is a circular, shape, and then you have underneath it a circular shape as well. So that's where you get the disc shape drawings and imagery that you see, depicting UFOs. They get it from the scriptures, right? And they get it from the scriptures because, as Yahweh said, his words are faithful and true. Okay? These things that were written, these were things that were witnessed by men of old. In the way that they described them, they didn't say it was a UFO. They said what they described, they described what they saw, which was something in the air that looked like a wheel within a wheel. Okay? Reading back, it says, it says, our take is that we were seeing a disc shape from the side. The encounter happened around 10 p.m. local time on August 31st. The man said, adding that his wife was shaking and crying from the experience afterwards. All right, hey, because that